YouTube. I'm back with another beer of the day, and today we have something rather special. It's this one, it's a big bottle, and it's called Saison du Lucien, and maybe, like you can see, Lucien Van Impe. He's from Mere, he's a Belgian cyclist. He actually did the Tour de France. He drives professional, and between 1969 and 1987, he did actually all the courses and won many races. So that's about the guy Lucien Van Impe. So check some more information about him, because he's a really well-known cyclist here in Belgium and won many tours like Tour de France multiple times, tour from Italy, all those countries he did, ride his bike, and he's actually a hill climber, so he does mostly uphill. He's really good in that. So that's about Lucien Van Impe from Mere. And now let's talk about the brewery. The brewery is rather close to where Lucien Van Impe lived, actually, in Mere. So this brewery is from Smetlede. That's close to Lede, Smetlede. It's a separate part. So it's called Basanina, and he started actually 1995. He started brewing for his own, like most of them brewers actually started, like home brewing. And then in 2015, he opened actually the brewery Basanina in Smetlede, and this actually is a Saison. It isn't the dry hopped version, because this is the regular one, but I have also a dry hopped version. So this is mostly spelt and wheat. It's used actually, and some grains. Not really much malts in here, but more grainy, natural, like more crafted beer, like you can see here. All the grain and the wheat. So with the dry hop version, they used the Mandarina Bavaria, but this isn't in here. That's actually a pity. I didn't get a dry hop version, because Mandarina Bavaria from Germany is a really well-known hop and a really fruity hop that gives the notes of mandarins, actually. So this comes in at 9% ABV, guys. That's rather high ABV for a Saison, of course. So okay, let's crack this open and see how it looks. It's a wrap around the bottle. I'm gonna get this open so you can still see the label a little bit. So it's easy to open, it's just with the cap. Yeah, my bottle opener. I'm gonna try it between my legs. I hope it doesn't gush, because I just got it as a present. Okay, it's fine. So it's not too cold, what is also a good thing, of course. Okay, let's get it into the glass, guys. With all these spelts and wheats and natural beers, like artisanal brewed beers, you always have a big head. So watch out when you get this style, like Saison or Bière de Garde or whatever they call it, our Saisons. It's just to see like in which country you are, because the French part will call it Bière de Garde. But okay, this looks really clear, like you can see. It's golden in color. There's much carbonation going on, like you can see. So okay, let's get a nose to this. It's really natural. It's really spicy also. I get some coriander in here, some clove. But like you can see, there's a two-finger head. Like I told you, always big heads. Stronger carbonation. It's like it will be real natural taste-wise. Artisanal brewed, of course, and with the lacks of malts. Not many really malts in here, but more like grains and wheat and spelt. This is going to be really more bio feel to it when tasting it. Bio tasting, yeah, natural artisanal brewed. Okay, let's try it, guys. Cheers. It is spicy, but nice in balance. You get some banana and some orangey, like citrusy notes also. Then you have your spelt and your grains and your wheat in here. It's like rather bitter also. Although there is much spiciness going on, there is a slight higher bitterness to it. Although it isn't actually dry hopped or something, but it will be rather well hopped at front, because dry hopping doesn't actually give much bitterness to your beer after all, but it's all like when you boil it and you leave your hops in there for a longer time, it will actually give the bitterness to the beer. But no, it's rather well made. It isn't actually my style, the Saison. I do like Saisons, but this is actually a little bit too artisanal brewed, like too bio-ish going on. It is a good beer, it is balanced, but is it my style actually? I like my Saisons even more hoppy and not that spicy, but this is again with Belgium yeast, so also the Belgium yeast will leave a lot of esters of all those tastes like spices in there. It gives it a more spicy feel. Surely banana. Banana for sure. Citrusy, like orangey, like a little bit of mango going on. It is bitter. I get that floral feeling also, like when you're walking on the farm and you smell it. It's like that in the beer actually going on. No, rather well made beer, that's for sure. But is it one of my favorites? I won't say no. I'm gonna say no. But let's give this a rating, guys. A rating. Let's say I give this like 6.5 out of 10. It is a rather well known brewery here. They have multiple big bottles, not only this one from Saison du Lucien, from Basanina. Not only this one, but they have multiple bottles, but they're all actually more spice forward when you're talking about coriander and clove. Like, these spices are actually more in here. I do also get a little bit of that lemony, like lemongrassy notes here. Yeah. It's a little bit dry, but at the same time also sweet. And now you're gonna tell me, how is that even possible? Well, it could be dry on the mouthfeel, like when you taste it, it's rather dry, but there's some sweetness going on in the taste actually. So it's really well possible it's dry and sweet in mouthfeel and taste, of course. Those are two different things. So okay, I'm gonna round it up. I hope you like this review, and tomorrow we will do another beer, of course, for sure. Maybe I do a homebrew of a friend of mine, Yves. He actually brewed his first beer, and I'm rather excited about it because, yeah, there's no label. I'm gonna search it because he did put it in Untapped, the app. He did actually put his beer in there. So he's a really special guy. But yeah, let's find that maybe out tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. It's possible to do, of course, a homebrew also here on the channel. This will like be something different, like all our typical beers we always do every day. But okay, I'm gonna round it up, guys, because I'm looking at the time always. So okay, till tomorrow, and don't forget, a beer a day keeps the doctor away, guys. Cheers.